This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to DeluxeEditionNetwork.com. That's DeluxeEditionNetwork.com.
So when you think about Phantom of the Opera, you might first think of the Broadway show, Jared Butler's version, or even the 1942 Universal movie with Claude Rains. But today I want to talk about my favourite one, the silent film starring Lon Chaney as the Phantom of the Opera from 1925. This movie, along with the two other ones we've talked about in the previous episodes, did help mould the horror genre, but in my opinion, this one kind of stares off the horror a bit more than the other two. You could kind of call this one a drama thriller, but what Lon Chaney done in this film is what sets it apart from the other Phantoms. He's genuinely scary. Every scene he's in, he turns it into horror. We all know about the great actor Lon Chaney and how he done his own makeup for this film, but for a silent film you can almost hear the fucker like in your head when he's on screen. Really good acting, and he makes this film really easy to go back and watch. You know how sometimes like it's hard to go back and watch a lot of the silent films. This movie is really easy to watch. As other Phantom movies delved into the origin story of Eric Moore and gave more background plot, this one kind of goes straight into the action. Because I feel like it's just more about Eric and Christine rather than the night of the opera and the opera house itself. I kind of like the cut down story. It's straight in there, like I just prefer it a little bit more. There's a great part in this film and it turns into colour. I won't say too much, but the Phantom looks really good, looks really scary in the red suit. If you can make it to the second half of this movie, you're really in for a treat. It has a lot more action, it's better paced, everything really, like it's just a lot more hyped. Even when they're at the top of the building near the end, like the Phantom looks fucking terrifying. Like it's scenes like this that kind of makes me think like you can put it in the horror category. Like as I said before in the other videos, there's not many like silent films back then. They weren't called like horror films. Like it's these films that kind of made horror what it is now today, obviously. If you've been enjoying these silent film look backs, I'd appreciate you'd like and subscribe. There's not many others to cover, so I'd love to be able to do them all if people wanted. But the most important three is covered now. Lon Chaney's son followed in the footsteps and was a popular actor in the Universal Monsters era back in like the 1930s and 40s. But they're all inspired by the films we've already discussed. If you haven't seen The Phantom of the Opera from 1925, I'd recommend you do so. It's nicely paced, great little horror scenes, and it's full on spook. One of Lon Chaney's best roles, and the music is actually good for a silent film. You'll love it. So I want to know now what's everyone's favourite Phantom movie. Is it the silent one, Universal's, the Jared Butler one? Even Hammer have their own version I've yet to see, but I haven't really heard good things. But for me, this one takes the cake. They re-released it years later with sound, but in my opinion, I'll tell you now, just watch the Blu-ray version from BFI. It's glorious, especially the quarter. I don't know what's in. You'll really appreciate it watching on Blu-ray. I think you can actually watch it for free on YouTube, but as I said, watch it on Blu-ray. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I've 2 or 3 more I want to do before the series ends, so look out for more videos and podcasts. I'll see you on the next one.